Hi, I'm Fiona, author of 25 Foods Kids Hate and How to Get Them Eating 24, and welcome to my Video Jug Cooking for Kids series. This is going to be my cheesy broccoli bake. I've got a great tip for broccoli that I think you'll love. And best of all, I have the best recipe, the easiest recipe for a simple cheese sauce. There's no chefy technique, it's store-covered ingredients, and it's the kind of recipe that you'll pass on to your kids in years to come. Right, so I've got a saucepan here, about medium to large size, and I'm on a medium to high heat on the hob. In goes some plain flour, some mustard powder for flavour, some unsalted butter, you could use margarine, and I've got some milk as well. The milk has to be cold from the fridge, because that is what's going to help you prevent any lumps. And now all you're going to do is you're going to keep whisking, whisking, whisking. Don't stop whisking, because then lumps do occur, and as the sauce comes to a boil it will thicken, and then that's your sauce. For the full recipe details, head to the description box. So basically it's become really creamy and thick. I'm going to take it off the heat and add in my cheese and my broccoli. First of all, actually a little bit of pepper. And in fact, this is a basic white sauce, so this would also do for a lasagna or anything else that needs a white sauce. It's so simple that you could use it just without the cheese as well. I'm going to add most of the cheese and save some back for the topping. And the heat of the sauce will just melt this through. Right, and now for my broccoli tip. I love this tip. I think the trick with broccoli and kids is that sometimes it's just a little bit too big and it can taste a bit bitter. So kitchen scissors, my secret little weapon here, and just snip, snip, snip. Say to your kids you're giving it a haircut, because ultimately it's the dark green stuff that's the really healthy stuff. And I'm not even going to cook it, because again the heat of the sauce will cook it for me. Stir the broccoli through. Right, I've preheated the oven to about 210 degrees Celsius. I've also pre-cooked up some pasta, and now it's a case of putting the whole thing together. Right, pasta, in it goes into the sauce. I'm using rigatoni, but use whatever pasta you want. Works well with macaroni as well, obviously. Give it a stir through. All right, and now it goes into a casserole dish. Level it out a little bit. And now I'm going to use the rest of the little bit of cheese I've got left over. I'd say this is about 20 grams or so. Sprinkle on top. You can just tell that this is going to taste good. And then I like to add a few breadcrumbs. So I've got a slice of a crusty loaf here that I've just torn into little pieces, but you could use the end of a loaf of bread, a standard loaf, and whiz that up in a food processor too. This bit's optional, but it adds lovely crisp pieces. My kids love this. So for loads more recipes just like this from me and from loads of other people, then do subscribe to our Video Jug YouTube channel. Also follow us on Twitter at Video Jug Food, or find us on Facebook too. So it goes into the oven at 210 degrees Celsius. You could go a little bit higher if you wanted to, and bake it for 10 to 15 minutes until golden and brown. Okay, here we go, it's ready. I can't tell you how good this smells. Right, I'm going to serve this with a nice simple green salad. This will serve about 4, 2, 3, depending on how hungry you all are. Here we go. I think the crispy bits are my favourite. Bit of salad. And that's tea sorted. So how easy was that? My cheesy broccoli pasta bake. Really hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time for another episode of my Video Jug Cooking for Kids series.